What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about how you can be making more money driving for Uber, Postmates, DoorDash, and Grubhub now compared to a year ago. This is from my opinion, from my point of view, okay? What I've seen. So ever since Prop 22 passed, I've noticed that the pay seems like it's a little more. I'm not too sure. I haven't really actually sat down looking at the numbers, but just looking at the delivery and the price per distance and time frame, I feel like it's a little more. Because with Prop 22 passing, it stated that you're going to get to be an independent contractor, not working as an employee, also still getting the freedom of working with all the apps that you want to instead of being tied down to possibly only working with one or two companies. And I know that, there were some people saying, working as an employee instead of as an independent contractor might be good because you get guaranteed pay, you get benefits, some health insurance. But I feel like people that are doing deliveries, they want it to be free and have the option of choosing when to do it and not to do it instead of being tied down like a regular job, or else they just go work a regular job instead of doing deliveries. They like the freedom and the time, you know. So back to the pay, right? So I've done a few Grubhub, Uber Eats, Postmates, and DoorDash, and I've noticed Grubhub and DoorDash, the pay has been a little more. It's about 1.2 to 1.5 times for DoorDash the pay. So let's say it's 5 miles. I see the pay being about at least 7.5 or more, as well as Grubhub having a lot more deliveries being priced $10 or more compared to before, where I would get like $6, $8, $7 for the same amount of distance with doing a delivery. So I see that they've increased the pay, but I've been on Reddit and I read that they've been actually possibly jipping on the tip. Maybe they're you still get your tip, but the company is actually putting the tip as company pay instead of a customer tipping you. So let's say I had an $11 pickup, $11 pickup and drop off, and at the end I checked it. The customer only gave me supposedly $1 tip, $1 tip, which is very unlikely from what I've seen. Usually customers actually aren't that cheap. They'll tip like maybe 15 to 20%, because when they usually pay, I've tested it myself when I place orders through Grubhub and all the other apps to test to see what customers see. I've noticed that they get options like, you can do custom tip, no tip, we can do like a percentage, and most people usually will click a percentage, like, 15%. So it's a lot easier. They don't have to calculate anything. They're just like, okay, I'm gonna pay 15% of the tip of whatever I'm paying, right? And then, so if it's like $11 order, uh, usually, and it's like a more, it's not like fast food. Usually they don't tip like 10%. They'll tip a little more because it's better quality food. So let's say like I did $11 sushi pickup, right? So you like expect like 20%, 15% tip, right? So it should be at least probably $2, $3 tip. I checked the payment. It's like, Grubhub is actually paying. Grubhub is actually paying. Company pay, corporate pay is like $10 without showing how much they're paying for mileage, how much they're paying for time. I think they might be showing for mileage, but they don't show how much they pay for time. But so they show that, and it's like, okay, it doesn't make sense. Why are they? It seems like they're paying a lot, but the tip is so little. So based on some other reviews I've read on Reddit, they're saying that, let's say a customer gives a $3 tip, right? And then this order is designed, well, this order is supposed to be $11, and the company didn't want to pay that much, like a set minimum amount that they were supposed to pay. So they took a portion of the tip that the customer is giving to the driver, and they put it on their side, saying that they're paying you. So let's say it's $3 of tip. Instead of you getting paid $13 for that order, they're paying $11, and they're taking $2 out of tip and putting it onto company pay, so they only have to pay $11. So they're still guaranteeing you $9, right, for company pay, when with the tip they should have been paying you $13. Does that make sense? So that's what I've noticed, but I guess in hindsight it doesn't really matter that much. Now it's just you are considered getting paid for driving the distance and the time. So for me now, I just pick, I'll do orders that are $10 or more, or else I won't pick it unless it's like super close to distance, then I'll do it. Excuse me. So other than that, that's what I've noticed. I get paid more now, but they're kind of messing around with the tip. And for DoorDash, I'm seeing a lot more than 2 to 3x your pay compared to my previous video for DoorDash, where I said, you should do 1-to-1. Now I've noticed that there's a lot more 2-to-1 or 1.5 times from distance to your pay. I've noticed there's a lot more now, so don't have to worry too much about the 1-to-1 ratio anymore. And also the fact that they're paying for time while you're waiting for the restaurant. You don't have to rush anymore. You can just take your time doing deliveries. Don't stress about it. And now I notice on average, without really being too picky on orders, I average about $20 an hour. So which is pretty good compared to a couple months right before the Prop 22 came out. I was doing like $15, $17 an hour, and I was like, it was kind of hard to hit $20 or more an hour unless it was like on a weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It's really hard to hit $20 an hour. But now, with the Prop 22 passing, it's like standard that you're going to be hitting $22 an hour. Maybe a weekdays, you might be hitting $18 an hour. But it's pretty good now. I think right now is a great time to do deliveries if you want to make some extra money, because of the fact that they passed Prop 22. So if you have any questions or comments about doing deliveries for any of the apps, Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, leave the comments down below. And remember to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.